Hello and welcome to the Performance Racing League. You are joined today by Lucasade, who has tonsillitis, and so I probably will not be talking too very much today, I'll be honest. However, there was no one else available with a working throat, it seems. There are 11 minutes to go in this qualifying session, and currently Mr. Bean is leading with a 109.227. So what we'll do is I will set up the user interface. As you can see, Mr. Bean is on another hot lap. He's just gone purple in sector 1, and anyway, I will leave it with sorry, if you have any questions, just ping them in the chat. I'm just testing the mic. Cool. Mr. Bean improves to 109.0, almost gets into the 108, so looks like the guy to beat. We'll move down to Ramsey. And so for those that don't know, this is the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Those flags on the right hand side probably gave it away, and Ramsey is actually, I think, now doing a hot lap, so apologies. Probably should not have stayed on him the whole time. And Gord and Rusty, I've sent invitations to both of you, so you should be okay. Oh, Ramsey, that's big there, that spin, but his front left tyre remains on the axle, so he's okay. He'll box and try again. Provisional pole for spin and win with a 108.9. That's really good stuff there by the Red Bull driver. Very impressive. Mr. Bean in the pits for now, as we see Martin and Gordsauce on an outlap for their second stints. So I think Joe as well is gearing up. Is there anyone on a hot lap? Hard to tell if Ghost is, to be honest with you. It says purple, maybe it's 2 seconds slower, so I don't think so. Justin is definitely on a hot lap. Oh no, he's not. He says no battery, but I think the deltas are just completely broken in this game. Yeah, we'll just ride on board with these outlappers. So Martin, I'll just stay on board with him. And as I said before, this is the Dutch Grand Prix. It's the second to last race for PRL this season. And if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. So if you want to view a particular driver or anything, just let me know. I'm going to try and talk a bit less for now. And Martin a little bit slower on that one. Let's go across to GK Bass. He sets a 109.4, really good stuff, into 5th place. And so Gord Source will be going into the pits. Mr. Bean probably shaping up to begin a hot lap, so let's ride on board because he'll be challenging, hopefully for provisional pole. This could be a lap to watch. Oh, and another driver gets it a little bit wrong there, puts too much rear and right tyre on the curb, and it just completely pings you off, and that lap has been aborted. Bass letting drivers through there, very good stuff from him. So as of now, there isn't too much going on. I think Chaos Franco is on a hot lap, so we'll ride with the Sauber driver. And yeah, he doesn't get a tyre on that curb, so he is still good to go. Again, just for anyone that's just joined, I'm just preserving my throat a little bit before the race. So I'll try and bring a bit more energy when the race starts. Good improvement from Chaos into P12, we love to see it. Mr. Bean, I think he is equal as a driver just gets out of the way, but that was way too close for comfort there, no idea what they were doing. But anyway, move on. 40% battery on medium, I'm not sure, but he's slightly quicker than before. Clearly Mr. Bean knows the battery use way better than I do, because this is looking like perfection to the line. It's a 1:08.9, excellent lap from Mr. Bean. Really, really good job. So 2 drivers have dipped into the 1:08s now. And Martin will be hoping to join them on his next run, but there are 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Good improvement by Ramsey. He's looking on course to miss out on a 1:08, but perhaps challenging for P4. Let's see if he can string it together through these last couple of corners. Straight lines to the flag, and it's a 1:09.3, puts him in 4th place. Good stuff. Villeneuve retired and FBI yet to go out on to do a hot lap. Mr. Bean is... I can never tell if he's on a hot lap or not, to be honest. It sounds awful. Just a very different battery usage to a lot of the other drivers. Maybe this is the meta. Maybe medium and overtake is the meta, and you should never use hot lap mode. But anyway, he has improved so far, so this is looking really, really good. I'll quickly switch to spin and win. Oh wow, spin and win is gearing up for a lap. So no, back to Mr. Bean. Purple sector 2. tries to get a bit of toe from the pitting Alpine, and he sets a 1:08.8, so he improves, but it's not enough over Mr. Spinnenwind's time. Spinnenwind, of course, with 35 seconds boxes, and Mr. Bean does not have enough time to respond. So it looks to me like, unless there's going to be some rapid improvements, Spin and Win is going to be your PRL, provisional pole sitter, probably full pole sitter. Gord is slightly down, but we'll have a little look, and then let's see what GK can do. He's about to cross. And Joe as well has improved, so there's a lot of drivers to track here. So whilst pole potentially is over, there's going to be a lot of fights all the way for like sort of P3 downwards, I reckon. Oh, God, just loses the back end slightly, but he recovers it. Banners the lap. GK 1:09.4 into 6th place. I think he maintains it, but just slightly quicker. Joe, though, there is a yellow flag for someone going very slowly. Oh, it's just a bit of toe. Oh my God, the Keen Bean comms have come out, and it's a 1:09.4, puts Joe into 6th place. Keen Bean McLaren comms there, we love to see it. Justin making his way around. I think he'll be the final driver for to set a lap in this qualifying session. Let's see what he can do. He's been solid so far, but no, that was not an improvement. So I believe your qualifying order is set. Let's take a look at the standings. So Spin and Win, your pole sitter with a 1:08.7, very, very closely followed behind by Mr. Bean, only 200ths of a second behind. Good job to both of them. Martin then with a half-second deficit, has to be said, in third in the Williams, followed by Ramsey, Gord, Joe and Bass, and then 8th place Justin, 9th Ghost, and 10th goes to Caca Supreme. Good name. 11th Noob, 12th Rusty, 13th Frosty, 14th Chaos, Villeneuve and FBI round off your 16th driver grid. So as always, there will be a 1 to 2 minute break between qualifying and the race. And very quickly I can briefly talk you through the standings. So Mr. Bean is leading, 217 points. Vapor in second, he's 12 points behind. And Bass is in third, 26 points behind. And bear in mind there's 2 races to go, so I think any of the top 3 can still win the championship. 4th is Morris, who's 62 points down, so I think that's too much of a mountain to climb, but I honestly can't remember the point system because my brain is like really overheated. Viking side 78 down, so I think realistically the top 3 of Mr. Bean, Gord and Bass are the ones to watch. And of course I think Mr. Bean out-qualified the 2 Mercs by I think over 0.8 of a second in the end, or at least 0.5. So I think it very much is advantage Mr. Bean at this stage. For the last 3 races, 2 of those 3 races, fastest lap went to Mr. Bean, but actually the form driver is Gord Sauce, finishing 2nd and 3rd in the last 2 events. So I suppose anything can happen in the race. And the winner last time out was Viking side, who I believe is Martin. in the Williams. Here we go then. Lights are out and away we go. Looks like a good start from all drivers, but Martin and Ramsey are quite side by side. So I believe Martin's on the outside. Sorry, Ramsey was on the outside of Martin. Let's follow side by side here. Martin gets past Ramsey, and Joe gets past Gord's Source. So going from bad to worse already for the Mercs. They've got a bit of a mountain to climb for this championship. Good clean starts from most of the drivers, though Noob falls down a little bit, so maybe a little bit of contact there. But as it stands, no real changes at the top order other than Joe and Gord. Oh, and here we go, a bit of a mistake from Martin. That allows Ramsey to get better exit and get past. So already shaping up into a nice little battle for third. They've just got to make sure they don't allow Spin and Mr. Bean to pull away, because I think those two drivers just have slightly more pace today. But good stuff from Ramsey. That's right on board with Joe. He'll be shaping up potentially for a move on Martin. Do any of them decide to blink with battery use? Side by side here between Ghost and FBI. Ghost gets past FBI, but FBI's had a good start, having not set a qualifying lap, so we don't really know what his pace is anyway. Rusty isn't really anywhere to get around at that point in the track, but he's looking quick. Some good racing here. NFBI doing really well, up 6 places now. Apologies, just getting my throat back in gear a little bit. And as for the Mercedes of Gordon GK, they need to try and push on a little bit here. Don't want Mr. Bean to really get any more points, I would say, over them in this championship. Good stuff by FPI there on the inside of Justin. This is actually a really nice battle. It makes a really nice change to not have to always be looking at the top. Martin though did just get past Ramsey, so we will go back on board with that, but I've been really loving this little battle, watching FPI and Justin progress. To be honest, it's so fun. Reminds me of when I used to race sometimes in the midfield, and often it gets overlooked in streams, like I say. But Martin holds on to P3. Oh, and there's a safety car, apologies. Villeneuve DNF'd. Hard to tell what happened. That's such a weird place. It's like, did he just retire from session, or did he hit the wall going into the pits? I'm not sure. Thanks, Jesper. Appreciate it, man. So for SC, I'll just stay muted for a little bit. But yeah, obviously you can see the positions gained. You can see no one's pit. Everyone's on the medium tyre, so at least it's an easy race to comprehend. And yeah, hopefully we'll restart on at the end of lap 6, going into lap 7. So Villeneuve's DNF was as a result of terminal damage. So maybe there was a bit of wheel banging, wheels locking, because it's a very unusual place to DNF. Justin decided, well, unfortunately didn't decide to, but accidentally sped in the pit lane. And unfortunately has a 10-second penalty for that one. That's not ideal. In terms of pit stops, there's been 5 pit stops. 3 drivers going on to softs. The others actually going on to the same compound. I don't know if this is like a special race. Obviously, typically pitting onto the same tyre is quite rare. Maybe they know something I don't, and maybe they're expecting another safety car. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I thought they would have pit onto the hard tyre, but it sounds like I am. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad that I've just seen Hoop message that, because I was thinking the same thing. Soft tyre seems like a really weird choice. I mean, I don't know, so does medium though. And unless they've changed the rules now for this race and you can use the same compound twice, I don't know. But yeah, hard tyre would have maybe been a call. Does this track have that many incidents? I don't know. It can be a bit of a train, but... And yeah, sorry to hear that, Villeneuve, that you lost control of the car. It happens to all of us. So Mr. Bean should be restarting the race shortly. He's just going to wait for the safety car to enter the pits, which it's just done, so he can go any time he wants to now. And sensibly held fire, so he's not going to mess anyone up. Martin has actually relatively preempted that. Some people choose to restart as late as possible, but luckily the straight at Zandvoort is quite short, so Martin can't capitalise. Joe on the inside defending against Bass. Spin already making moves on those fresh soft tyres. Oh wow, good insights, Hoop. Well, if there were 4 SCs, maybe they're smarter than I am for sure. Maybe the soft tyre was the right call. Good move by Spin and Win, getting past the House of Cack into P8. And he's going to be eyeing up Rusty now. Just got to be patient here, wait until the straight, no need to overdo it. I see a yellow flag, someone's off. Safety car, oh my goodness. Oh, Noob. Frosty given a big penalty for a big collision with Noob. Noob is out of the race. Did they tangle wheels on the oh wow, my brain is fried. On the, I was going to say like accentuated corner, the banked final corner. I have seen that before where cars kind of just converge into each other there. Either way, Frosty is going to serve a 10-second penalty. I find it weird actually that you can serve penalties under safety car. It's just like blows my mind. Maybe I'm just like an old age pensioner in the F1 world now. But anyway, Justin and Frosty pit onto the hard tyre, so to be honest with you, it's not really much of an issue. Not much of a disincentive with the current regs. If the 10-second penalty was not applicable under safety car, then it would actually be a penalty. But that's just my opinion. Obviously I didn't see what happened. Maybe Frosty did nothing wrong. Very hard to say, I'm sorry. But anyway, Mr. Bean leading the race. Safety car 2 or 4 by the sounds of it. In terms of penalties, everyone's cleaned their penalties off. And in terms of tyres, so Spin and Chaos are actually staying on the softs. No, everyone's going into the pits now. At least the medium runners. It'll be interesting though to see what Spin does. Okay, interesting. Yep, so the soft tyre runners have stayed out. Obviously the hard tyre runners will stay out, all of them. And then they're all going to pit onto the hard tyres anyway. And a handful of the mediums have decided to stay out. I'm a little bit surprised by that. But again, I don't trust myself to provide insights on that at the moment. Oh wow, looks like a very interesting incident then. A lot of track limits warnings as well, so Frosty's I think only one away from a 3 seconds. That's so unfortunate. Frosty onto a new set of mediums. So he's gone, if I'm right, he's just, yeah, he's basically milked the safety car for all it's worth. So he's gone medium to hard, changing the wing. But then he doesn't actually want the hard tyre, and he's at the back anyway, so he's gone hard to medium, and he served his penalty, so he'll be in 14th, but probably on the best tyre. I don't know actually, 26 laps, medium or hard, maybe medium, not sure. In terms of position changes, FBI up 14, which is absolutely wild. Bear in mind, okay, his tyres are older, but still very impressive. Rusty up 9 for similar reasons. Martin up 2, and then of those that have actually pit, you've got Spin in 4th, and then Ramsey, Ghost, Chaos and so on. Quite a hard race now to call because, yeah, you've got interesting dynamics here. You've got people on old-ish mediums, people on already starting to wear softs. Safety car in this lap, of course, now that Frosty's caught up. And then you've got the hard tyre runners that are, of course, safe to the end, but if a safety car comes out, they'll also be hoping everyone else in front pits. I think in reality the soft tyre runners and the worn mediums are going to have to pit. Everyone else I'm not so sure. I think even the 5 lap mediums could go to the end. And obviously when there's a safety car, you don't have to pit, and if you stay out you barely wear the tyres for 3 laps. So yeah, it could be anyone's race. I suppose the big losers in a way is Mr. Bean, just because he had such a comfortable lead before all the chaos. Anyway, Martin has resumed the race. He's got a much better gap to second place this time, so he's absolutely safe. Spin and Win, though, has got some ideas. Oh dear, a little bit of contact with the rear left. Good thing that wasn't real life, because that would have been a puncture. And Chaos, and I think it was Ghost, yeah, on the left hand side. But Ghost has got the inside, so nice driving there. And Mr. Bean gets past Gord. That's a big move. Actually, no, I think that was just retaking the place. I take it back. Yeah, because Mr. Bean is the lead car on the hard tyres. Okay, cheers, Hoop. So, by the sounds of it, I think everyone from P9 down, they're probably the only drivers that don't need to pit again. Frosty is a question mark. Spin and Win, massive lock-up, but gets the move done on Rusty around the outside. He's up into P3, which he needed to do desperately. He's got to make the most of this tyre diff. Oof, Mr. Bean, speculative little sniff of a move on Cat. Oh, he's been tagged. Oh no. Was he tagged by Gord? I think he was. Oh dear. That's a little bit unfortunate there, especially when you have a championship battle, of course. Not to go into it too much, but you don't always want to see that. I mean, I didn't see everything other than the fact that I think Mr. Bean was quite a long way in front. I think the impact was very much front right to rear left. But I'm sure the stewards will have to take a look at that one later. And these two actually now, I think, almost fighting it out at the back. Interestingly, Gord has actually come off worse. That might be the one saving grace for Mr. Bean, because Gord actually is going to potentially have to pit. And Spin and Win, meanwhile, takes the lead, and actually Martin gets double overtaken. So the Zandvoort DRS more powerful than sometimes it is here. Although, yeah, how many times do we see double overtakes in this game? DRS. Oh, and a mistake by FBI. Martin does well to avoid the back of him there. But yet Martin down 2 places there, 1 straight, and Spin on the softs has done everything he needs to do. So the Red Bull's looking really, really good at the moment, despite the fact they need to pit again. They've just got to focus on continuing their good, strong pace and hoping that the likes of Bass and Mr. Bean and Joe and everyone continues to crash into each other. Or if they haven't done so, they start to. They need to be stuck in battles for a little bit longer. Frosty has picked up, I'm guessing, a 3-second penalty. Yeah, he was 1 warning away, so that would have been difficult to prevent. Oh wow, and the 2 Saubers fighting very aggressively. Oh, has Rusty disconnected? Oh no. Let me invite him back in. Doesn't look ideal for Rusty, who is actually the race host. Oh dear. Joe gets the move done as well. New fastest lap for Spinnerman on those soft tyres. He's doing a really good job. And Ghost gets past his teammate into P5. Both those drivers looking really strong. And Bass gets past Chaos. Apologies for missing that one. So Chaos not quite getting the best of the soft tyres, unlike Spinnerman. Joe, he's doing okay. He's on a good tyre to the end. Justin and Mr. Bean though. Justin proving he's still got fantastic pace. He's always been a quick driver in PRL. Just leaves enough room, perfection there. And he's in 10th place, it's really good to see. In terms of winners and losers, I mean again, hard to really tell the full story because of pits, but certainly FBI is a big winner. Oh, and we have a spinning Frosty. Oh, that was not ideal. I think his car's surprisingly good, but the race is going from bad to worse for the poor Canadian. Good to have him back though, racing in PRL. And will Chaos go for the move on Bass? Will he be able to? I doubt it. No, he has to back off there. All the drivers there taking a slightly wider line. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. My question is, who's now hosting the race? Or is it just, I don't know, maybe it's just on EA servers, but typically when the race host has an issue. Oh, he's back, I see, he's back, because his car's not ghosted. Ah, oh, poor Rusty. So yeah, he's back in the car trying to make up. But he's having a good race until that moment, so yeah, poor man. He needs to get on the phone to Donald Trump and ask for some internet enhancements. Oh, a late-ish move from Bass, which Kak respects. And then Kak has a snap of oversteer, and Bass reacts well to not then plough into the back of him. And a massive amount of understeer from Bass. But he corrects that as well, and I think he's got a suitable amount of overspeed, so there should be a move for 6th place. And actually it's going to be yet again another double move. The power of the DRS in F1 24. And poor Kak is down 2. Meanwhile, FBI is only just staying within DRS range. It's interesting. I wonder if 17 lap old mediums have more or less grip than 12 lap softs. It's probably about the same, but excuse me, I'm not entirely sure. And Spin sets a fastest lap on the soft tyre, so he is loving it. I mean, FBI is only staying with him because he's just getting the DRS, and as you've seen, the DRS is very overpowered. But Spin is on another level right now. Otherwise, the race is slightly processional, has to be said, but we're on lap 19 of 36. I think the race will go flat until the next wave of pit stops, so there's a lot to stay tuned for. Certainly not my voice, but stay tuned for Spin and Win pitting and the medium runners pitting from positions 1 through 5th, and then sort of seeing how that all plays out, because in theory GK is in a phenomenal position to win this race. And of course, when it comes to the championship, it was a battle between Bass, Mr Bean and Gord, and the only other point to note is that in a battle between two Mercs and a Mercedes did seem to go into the side of the McLaren, which has allowed the other Merc to be in safe. I'm not insinuating anything at all, I'm just stating the facts of what's happened. But certainly it's played out well for Bass. Oh no! Safety car. Martin is out of the race. Apologies, I was just taking some medication. That's really bad. Wow, that car is sparking up as well. Yeah, it was a little bit scrappy, wasn't it? I think my filter's not as strong as it normally is. Very unfortunate. Martin was driving a good race, but commiserations, it is over. On lap 21 of 36, we have the third safety car. Thank the Lord, there can only be one more. So we will see who's going to pit, because a lot of these drivers have been given a nice get out of jail card. I mean, certainly they've been banking on that in their strategy. No different to a bit of stocks and shares play, you know. Do you invest in American stocks right now? Do you not? And in goes FBI, of course. I expect the top, unlike the well, I don't actually know, I can't speak, but the hard tyres are the ones that are curious, because in theory, because it's lap 22 now, maybe they all pit onto the soft tyre, which then actually makes the hard tyre run a bit unfortunate, and ironically means the people that went medium to medium probably did the right thing. I mean, how on earth they predicted the exact nature of these Safety cars, we'll never know. Perhaps they have Flavio Briatore on speed dial. But either way, some drivers going on to mediums. But I think the soft tyre, based on what FPI was doing, and based on the fact we've got another couple of laps under SC, I think soft was the way to go. The track seems a little bit more, a bit cooler. Perhaps a bit cooler than it sometimes is. Frosty stays out on the soft tyres, so he'll be on the most worn tyres. A little bit surprised by that, unless he's run out of tyres. Maybe he's run out of tyres. But he is up on Gordon Rusty. So everyone basically is on fresh tyres. You can see them on your screen, but almost everyone on the softs. Spin in second place is on mediums though, so he is going to have quite an interesting time of it on the restart, with Ramsey, Bass and Ghost all vying for that second place position, if not also the win. I mean, FPI has performed a masterstroke. I'm not sure how many races he's done for PRL, but he certainly didn't set a qualifying time. So whether he was just concealing his true pace, who knows? I'll take a look at the standings, see if I can find him. It may be the American of Stotsorama, in which case welcome, and this would be I think his second race in PRL. And he was 5th in his first run, so clearly a very talented driver, if it's the one I think it is. And for Mr. Bean, this race has been a little bit unfortunate with the impact and also the safety cars coming out when they did, but he's in 7th place. He's now 3 positions down on one of his rivals in Bass, and he is 4 positions up on his other rival, who is Gortsos. What's exciting is it is looking more and more like this race is going to come down to the wire in the very final race for crowning a champion. You can't ask for more. Oh, sorry Frosty, apologies that you're out of tyres. And yeah, sorry about your race, man. It sounds very unfortunate from what I've seen. Oh, what the heck? Mr. Bean's out? So I literally looked at my phone for 2 seconds to check the Discord, because I saw Martin sent a message. What on earth just happened? I think he spun into a barrier, but did anyone see on the stream? Did someone tag him? Or did he just bin it? Oh, I'll check Discord as well, but obviously I wasn't expecting to have to stare at the screen under safety car. Oh, nice one, Hoop. Another fast American. And sorry, the race has just restarted. I'm in another planet, to be honest with you. In another universe right now. But FBI has kept the lead. "12 laps to go." Let's flick down to Joe in 8th. I could sense something going on there, but it's almost impossible to overtake there. But the switchback, done to perfection. It's got to give space. The only problem is, inside line here is often king through the left-hander, and that proves to be the case. Cac keeps it, and actually now the slightly compromised Joe is going to have Gord source for company. Gord is not going to be in a mood for conceding, and Gord gets it slightly wrong. Tank slaps the rear end, a bit of, oh my goodness, and oh no, poor Frosty. Oh, good recovery though, nice recovery spin back onto the track, man. FBI sets another fastest lap, it's becoming a bit of a theme. And can Gord get the move done on Rusty? No, he cannot. Oh. Gord does get past Rusty though in through sector 1, turn number, I think it's 3. Oh wow, so does anyone know what happened to Mr. Bean? It's absolute craziness for this championship, everyone. I mean, because as it stands, I think Bass will actually claim the lead. And, I mean, Bass has just been saved. Because, you know, even if, let's just say even if he finishes down in 10th, he doesn't get many points, and maybe if he gets a penalty as well, I'm not sure, maybe he does. It won't matter too much, it looks like, with Mr. Bean. Obviously, DNFing. So that is a real shake-up. I've asked Bean what happened to see if he responds, because it looks like no one's too sure. Oh dear, Mr. Bean, that was a very unfortunate answer. Oh, Spin puts a left wheel on the grass. I have done that before. I've done that exact thing before. The difference between him and I is that he actually put more throttle down and spun the car so it was sideways contact into the wall, because in this game, if you do that, your car will actually survive. Of course, in real life, it wouldn't. You'd be fucked. Sorry, I shouldn't swear, I take it back, but you know what I'm saying. But in this game, you can power slide it into the wall like that and you're okay. So he actually did a really good job there to power it through into the wall, like NASCAR style, that dude that just ran around the wall in the last lap. And he's still in this race. But yeah, commiserations. Anyway, GK shaping up potentially for a move on Ramsey. And Gord gets past CAC as you would expect into P9. Well, at least Mr. Bean, you've still got a good chance to win the championship. It's not all over for you. Commiserations, Martin. I just want to call out all those people in PRL who are in the F1 Dex Discord right now, catching bloody Pokemons. Meanwhile, Bass gets past Ramsey and sets the fastest lap. That's a statement of intent for a World Driver Championship contender. Good move. And he's just within the 1 second gap or thereabouts. there or thereabouts with FBI agents. Good insights by Martin there, saying that the soft tyres will be very worn at the end, and that gives Spinner Joe potential opportunities to push. Although Gord has just overtaken Joe, that move did look inevitable. Of course, it happens as soon as I flick away. Justin gets past Cac Supreme. So it looks like these medium and softs are about the same pace as it stands. So maybe the crossover period is about now. GK takes the race lead on lap 32. Really good move. Joe and Gord going at it, and Joe has actually got back past Gord. He lost the place on the previous lap, so those two are looking super close for pace. It's a great battle between the two of them. pretty confident my voice will actually collapse in a couple of minutes, so I'm going to stay muted unless it's something really major. So interestingly, the medium tyre runners, they've got 2 laps to go, but the deficit seems big, doesn't it? I mean, Joe's barely getting away from Gord. In fact, Gord seems pretty happy staying behind. You know, he's keeping close. I think he'll overtake him again on the straight. So I was kind of thinking it from the earlier stints that the soft tyre seems to be, with these track conditions, lasting longer with good pace than perhaps people had expected. Because I think the bellwether for that was FBI agent, I believe it was, who was on the soft tyre early on, and he just kept going faster and faster, didn't he? And he had like 16 lap old softs and they seemed happy, and they're not even going to get to 15 laps old. So anyway, lap 35 of 36. Yeah, I mean, yeah, driver skills, the other thing as well. Yeah, it's not quite F1. But these top 3 are so close together, any of the 3 could certainly win at this stage. Battery management could be a factor. Certain people are certainly playing that game without revealing identities. Thanks for the insights, Martin. That explains why the soft tyre lasted longer. An FBI agent, of course, is going to use that battery and go for the move. But Bass, of course, going to find out on the outside who is going to take the lead here on the last lap of this PRL race in Zandvoort. Bass on the outside, he's got the inside line though for turn 3. And he is able to then keep that position. Excellent defensive work from Bass, but he's burnt so much battery doing so. And FBI going with a speculative push of batteries on the outside. He's just got to run out of room. Bass says no, thank you. Immediately switches that battery off. Ramsey, though, is saving his juice. He is hoping these two have some sort of incident, but as it stands, he's going to slightly miss out. The finish line is quite early on in the straight, so this could well be the last meaningful DRS zone of this 36-lap race here in the Netherlands. It's been a really exciting race. These 3 have been fighting it out for many, many laps ever since the final safety car. There were actually 3 in the end, not 4, which is a good result, all things considered. But unless there are stewards' reviews, let's have a look. Actually, FBI's got the run and the battery push. He takes the win from GK Bass on the line. Just gets the move done by 600ths of a second. Over GK Bass. That was fantastic battery utilization by the Red Bull there. I did say the finish line was short on, but he managed to get the job done. And the 2 car, okay, one of them's being lapped. Chaos in 9th, CAC 10th, and then Rusty and Frosty. Sorry, Rusty is the last one to cross the line. He'll take 11th. But yeah, really, really close race. 600ths between first and second, and then only 700ths behind with Ramsey. Just didn't quite get the track position he needed on that last lap. but good result nonetheless. Spin took 4th position. And yeah, Ramsey did almost get 2nd, but just wasn't quite. It's just so hard, isn't it, on the final lap? If you're in 3rd position after the first DRS, it is very difficult. But there we go. That was your PRL round 9 race at Zandvoort. And there's one race to go in this championship. But what I'll do is I'll run you through the order, briefly talk championship, and then sign off. FBI Agent takes the win, having not set a qualifying lap time. Bass just missed out there on the line, 600ths down, but set the fastest lap. And Ramsey with a very, very good podium, qualifying 4th as well, so very consistent running. Spin will be a little bit disappointed, finishes 4th. He was on the medium tyres, just the differential never seemed to come out in the way that perhaps he expected. Ghost takes 5th, good result. Joe in 6th, Gord 7th, 8th goes to Justin, good running from him. Chaos in 9th, big improvement there. Cac 10th. And then your final order runners, Rusty, Frosty, Mr. Bean, and actually Mr. Bean all the way down to Villeneuve, DNF'd, which is super unfortunate for those 4, especially Mr. Bean. Then in the championship standings, it's really between GK Bass, Gord Sauce, and Mr. Bean. So my understanding is that one of GK Bass or Gord will be leading the championship now. I'm guessing GK Bass. And really it's going to be a 3-course race for the final event of the season. So stay tuned for that one. It's in 7 days' time. Same channel. Apologies for the stream being a little bit flat from my point of view, but nonetheless, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we hope to hear from you in 7 days' time for the finale. Take care, everyone.